A while back, Chase Bliss decided to get into the mystery box game, and it got a little bit out of hand. They were prepared to sell a few thousand, and they ended up selling 10,000 of them because guitarists are stupid, and I'm one of them. I contributed to the madness. I bought one. I finally got it. Let's crack it open and see what I got. I can tell just by the weight that I only got one pedal. Bummer, I know. Chase Bliss apparently purchased a bunch of pedals from their friends' companies to pad out some of the boxes with extras. But it feels like I just got the one. But which one? Oh, fun! I got the clean! Interesting. And of course, I've got the Mystery Club keychain thing here. It looks like a motel keychain. That's super duper cool. Just gonna make sure there's nothing else in the box. Of course, I've got a bumper sticker. I drive like my gas pedal is a wah-wah. I want Chase Bliss to make a wah pedal / expression pedal / whatever else it can be. That's been on my Chase Bliss wish list for a long time. No golden pin, which is good because I'm in the industry. If I got the golden pin, I would return it because that would be irresponsible and greedy and just ridiculous. Even though I did pay for the box and I can do whatever I want, right? So I want to crack this thing open and just get a little bit of a taste of it. I'm not planning on learning everything about it. It's got the manual here that I'm sure is packed with all the nitty-gritty info. But there we go. Let's find out what this thing's all about. This is just ridiculous. I'm thumbing through the manual and it never stops. What have I done to myself? Compressors are legitimately the hardest thing to demo. And I did it to myself. I bought a compressor. I didn't know it was going to be a compressor when I bought it. And now I've flung this impossible task onto myself with a manual that looks small and friendly. But I don't know. There's a lot going on here. I mean, it's Chase Bliss. Of course there is. I think what I'm going to have to do is just go page by page through the manual until I feel I've gone far enough. I'm not going to do it all. I cannot do it all. But let's read what it says about itself, and then we'll get into it. Overview. Buckle up. Clean started as a question. Can clean be as fun as dirty? I think so. Distortion circuits are always bursting with character and interesting details that react to the way you play. Is it possible to enjoy the touch sensitivity of an overdrive or the unwieldy response of a fuzz on a clean instrument? We found that you can. Clean is a creative compressor, in quotes, in the manual, that brings the joyful and exploratory energy of distortion circuits to compression. Your playing dynamics are rewarded, creating a more interactive and lively version of your instrument that moves and shifts as you play. From tube like sag to drifting equalization to softening swells. It also became a very sophisticated compressor along the way. All right, let's get to the first page that tells me what things do. Clean gives you many ways to smooth, shift, and shape your sound. And like all other Chase Bliss pedals, we let you get pretty extreme about it. The above setting is a good place to return to if you're feeling lost. Let's just start there then. That's where they say to start. Let's do it. All right, everything in the middle. That's over there, that's over there, that's over there, and that is down. Let's see what sound that gets us. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be using my Fender Player 2 Telecaster running into the 2 Princeton's rig. And let's not waste any time because I have no idea how long this is going to take. Here is my clean signal before I show you my clean signal. Is that how this works? And now for my other clean signal. Sounds like a compressor to me. Middle position. And neck. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a compressor and everything. So what next? Where's the manual taking me? Sensitivity. The most important step is to get your sensitivity right. Clean is a dynamic effect that reacts to the loudness of your playing. If sensitivity is too high, you will be overwhelmed. Too low, and you won't get much at all. Keep your eye on the left LED and make some adjustments to the knob until you see it moving at a comfortable playing volume. You should hear clear, balanced compression. Turn the dynamics and mess with the physics to experience fluttering sag. All right. So physics. Okay. It's glitchy, because of course it is. It's Chase Bliss. Oh, it comes in and out with my playing dynamics. Okay. What if I bring some dry back in? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Next step. Get the EQ moving to introduce some vibe. There is the mode switch. It has it to the right. It wants the dynamics there and the EQ there. Interesting. I want a little bit more mix. Now hold down the aux switch to turn it into a swell. Is it timed or is it with my playing dynamics? I think it's with my dynamics. You should be somewhere between refined and broken right now. Clean is really good at both, and it's probably time to learn why. Sensitivity sets the dynamic threshold. The higher the knob is turned up, the more sensitive clean becomes. Use lower settings for more subtle results that only affect louder playing, and higher settings for a more responsive spectrum. If ramping is engaged, this knob's function will change to control the ramping speed. I don't know if we're going to get that far. Wet controls the loudness of the process signal. I figured that out, I think. The wet is the compressor level, and the dry controls the loudness of the unprocessed signal. So that the dry is your dry signal volume. Presets, we've got presets there. Bypass, tap to turn on and off. Hold to max out clean sag effect, all right? That's a little lost on me right now. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Dynamics sets the amount of compression. You will gradually transition through different zones as the knob is turned up, going from compression to limiting to sag. So I must be in sag right now, turned all the way up, and then there would be limiting somewhere in there, and compression somewhere in there. Release controls how quickly the compression and left EQ mode will fade out. Left is fast, middle is user adjustable, and right is slow. Physics manipulates the physical behavior of Clean's dynamic response, letting you sabotage it to produce instability and fluctuations. Left is subtle, wobbly movement. Middle is normal, stable movement. And right is twitchy, unstable movement. Sounds fun. EQ. A one knob EQ with 3 modes set by the toggle below. The counterclockwise side of the sweep removes highs, while the clockwise side removes lows. Each mode is a variation on this idea. At noon, the EQ will have no effect. And then, okay, so what is this? Left is shifty, shifts when you play. Middle is classic. Right modulates when you play. Shifting and modulating. All right, for the mode. Aux. Auxiliary over here engages the swell effect. There are 2 swell modes, dynamic, which is the default, and manual. The swell effects are momentary by default, but this can be changed using the latch dip switch. Okay, anything else I need to know? Hidden options. Let's start with the obvious options, and then maybe I'll do the hidden options on my own. That's like a tremolo. It's a compressor tremolo. Well, that's extreme. Yeah, I'm getting a trim on the left side of the attack, aren't I? And then it fades out with your playing dynamic. So we've been on the twitchy side of the physics. Middle is normal. Left is wobbly. There's so much other stuff going on. It's hard to tell what's happening here. What even is any of this? Your signal completely disappears when you turn down the EQ? All right. That sounds really good to me. It's like a really nice, almost harmonic trim. That's somewhat triggered by your playing. You need more sensitivity and less dynamics. See, this is the sort of pedal where I feel like I need to take a day with it, just learning it. I want to pair this with some other pedals. I need to get some like reverb and dirt into the mix. Might as well keep the unaffordable theme going and throw the color box into the situation. We got some dirt. Enough for this reverb to chew on. The Chase Bliss Dark World, one of my favorites from Chase Bliss. I want to see what happens with that pulsing compression sound after all of this. Of course, there is an argument to be made. It's beautiful. Of course it makes sense in a mix with other pedals. I mean in the mix with other pedals, not in a recording mix. I'm not mixing a recording, I mean technically I am. But you know what I mean, there's not drums and bass and everything else in vocals. It's definitely part of this spooky breakfast. There's so much to mess with. That EQ knob does more than just EQ. There's something magic going on there. I'm not saying it's good magic. It might be a little bit threatening. I don't know. I might have a curse on me right now. All right, all right. there's a lot extra to explore here. I've only gone through this amount of the book, and there's at least twice as much left. Hidden options, you've got swell in, swell out, gate threshold, gate release, user release, envelope type, in between analog, combo, and adaptive, spread routing. This thing is, I think it's too smart for me. Envelope balance, lets you filter out low frequencies from the audio being used to control clean dynamics response. Is that the sidechain stuff? Compression 101. All right. We've got compression 101 here. Compression ideas, transparent enhancer, tight and lively, parallel pop, a whole stage on dynamics. There's feedback and feed forward in limiting? What is going on here? More on dynamics. Okay, this thing is just an education. These books, like, if you don't buy the pedal, buy the book. It's like you had the pedal the whole time. And I haven't even like looked at the dip switches on the back yet. This is utterly ridiculous. There's all the stuff on the back of the pedal. It's all way more than I dreamed I was going to be in for this video. And so I'm not going to cover it all. I am going to spend some personal time learning this. I hope this was a fun taste test. Nice way to wet your whistle to figure out if you want a great big glass of clean. What I've figured out so far is that it is a compressor, but it also is some sort of tremolo. It's some sort of modulation. It's got enveloping things going on. It's got all sorts of complicated ins and outs and extra little settings for all the compressor freaks out there. What do you guys think? Are you curious? Are you going to go watch someone else's video now? I think you probably should. This started out as me just finding out what I bought, and now it's a huge question mark just hanging over my head. Like, what did I buy? It feels like it's going to be an education, a compression education. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you to me for buying the dang thing. That's the whole reason this video exists, because I saw a mystery box and I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. A lot of you probably think that Chase Bliss sent this to me and this is a paid demo or whatever. It's not. I bought it. It's like the old days when no company knew who I was. And so I had to buy things to do demos. I wanted to buy this, and so I did. And now I've got it. And now I've got homework. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me a rude, nasty comment. Support us on Patreon. Buy a shirt if you're naked. And stay grounded. Bye, everybody.